the neural interface, wasn't supposed to connect to alien biology. Lisa stood frozen in the observation lab aboard the research station Meridian's Edge, her cranial implant burning with an unfamiliar heat. The Tellurian neural sync device had been designed specifically for her species, a sophisticated piece of biotech that allowed telepathic communication between Tellurians within a 50-meter radius. It had never, in 300 years of documented use, bridged to another species. Until now. The human's thoughts flooded her mind like a dam breaking. Kivin stood 3 meters away, his back to her, studying the holographic star charts that floated above the central console. He appeared calm, focused on plotting their next survey route through the Kepler expanse. But inside his mind, Lisa gasped, was a storm of calculated vigilance. Proximity mines detected in Sector 7. Reroute survey path. Lisa doesn't need to know. She'll insist on investigating. Too dangerous. Lisa's 3-fingered hand gripped the edge of the workstation. Her silvery skin rippled with bioluminescent patterns, an involuntary stress response her species had never fully evolved past. The connection shouldn't exist. Humans had no psionic capability. Their neural architecture was entirely different, built on different evolutionary principles, different neurotransmitter systems. Yet here she was, listening to Kiven's thoughts as clearly as if he were speaking aloud. 3 weeks since the incident at Gamma Station, she still doesn't suspect. Good. The consortium agents are getting bolder, need to increase passive scans. Lisa, you all right? She snapped back to the present. Kiven had turned, his dark eyes studying her with that peculiar intensity humans possessed. His face was unremarkable by human standards, angular features, close-cropped black hair, a scar along his left jaw from some incident he'd never explained. They'd been research partners for 8 months, surveying uncharted systems for the Interspecies Exploration Initiative. She'd thought she knew him. I'm fine, she managed, her translator chip converting her harmonic speech into standard. Just a momentary system fluctuation. Kiven's eyes narrowed slightly, but he nodded. We should rest. 16-hour shifts are pushing it even for you. She's lying, something's wrong. Scan for contaminants, check life support, check everything. The concern in his thoughts didn't match the casual tone of his words. Lisa felt her respiratory slits flare. Kiven, why did you really volunteer for this assignment? He blinked. You know why, deep space survey experience. Looks good for tenure track positions. Can't tell her. The consortium wants Tellurian neural technology. They'd use her to get it. Director Morrison assigned me specifically. Keep her safe, Lieutenant, at any cost. Lieutenant. Lisa's mind reeled. Kiven had presented himself as a xenobiology researcher from Luna University. His credentials had been impeccable. But underneath his thoughts ran an undercurrent of tactical assessment that belonged to someone with military training. Perimeter secure, station systems nominal, sleep cycle in 3 hours. That's when they'd attack if they were going to. Need to stay alert. You're not a researcher, Lisa said quietly. The change in Kiven was instantaneous. His body language shifted, shoulders squared, weight redistributed, eyes suddenly hard and assessing. His hand moved fractionally toward his belt, where Lisa now noticed a slight bulge she'd previously ignored. How did you? He stopped. Realization crossed his face. Your implant, you're reading me. Impossible. Humans aren't psionic unless the quantum entanglement theory, but that would require. Damn. I don't know how it's happening, Lisa admitted. The heat in her neural implant had subsided to a steady warmth. But yes, I can hear your thoughts, and you're right, it shouldn't be possible. Kiven was silent for a long moment. Then, deliberately, he thought, can you hear this? Yes. He exhaled slowly and moved to the observation window. Beyond the reinforced polymer, the Kepler expanse spread out in ribbons of stellar nurseries and dark matter clouds. I'm sorry for the deception. My name is Kivin Tors, Lieutenant Commander, Earth Defense Intelligence. I was assigned to protect you. From what? Everything, the consortium, pirates, her own government's political enemies. She's too valuable. Out loud, he said, the consortium of free worlds wants to weaponize Tellurian neural technology. Your people's ability to communicate telepathically, to share information instantaneously across vast distances through quantum-entangled neural networks. It's the ultimate strategic advantage. You're one of the leading researchers in neural interface technology. Lisa felt her bioluminescence pulse in agitation. My research is theoretical, civilian applications only. Every civilian application has a military one. Kivin turned to face her. 3 weeks ago, there was an attempted kidnapping at Gamma Station. The target was Dr. Kellyan, the Tellurian physicist. The attempt was thwarted, but intelligence suggested you were next on the list. She needs to understand. The danger is real. I've already stopped 2 infiltration attempts she never knew about. The equipment failures, Lisa said, pieces clicking together. The docking bay malfunction that delayed those traders. The contaminated food shipment we had to reject. Not accidents, not contaminated. Kivin's expression was grim. The traders were carrying coded instructions to disable life support. The food was laced with a paralytic agent keyed to Tellurian biochemistry. The observation lab suddenly felt very small. I should tell her everything. She deserves to know. The tracking device in her lab equipment, the monitoring of all communications, the fact that this entire survey mission is partially a cover to keep her away from populated systems until the consortium operatives are apprehended. Lisa processed this, her analytical mind working through implications. How long have you been protecting me? 8 months, 4 days, since you accepted this survey position. He hesitated. Since I recommended you for it, I'm sorry. Not sorry for protecting her. Sorry for the deception. Sorry she has to live this way. Despite everything, Lisa found herself. Not angry, concerned certainly, disturbed by the implications. But Kivin's thoughts carried a genuine weight of responsibility, even guilt. He'd spent 8 months in deep space, isolated, maintaining a false identity, all to keep her safe from threats she'd never known existed. Why, she asked, why you specifically? Kivin smiled slightly. I have some experience with protection details, and, he paused, I genuinely enjoy xenobiology. The cover wasn't entirely false. My doctoral thesis was on comparative neural architectures across species. And because after reading your research, I thought you were brilliant, thought this assignment might actually be interesting beyond the duty aspect, was right. Lisa felt her bioluminescence shift to a warmer spectrum, the Tellurian equivalent of a blush. She turned away, focusing on the star charts to compose herself. So what happens now, she asked, now that I know? Now we adapt. Kivin's voice was steady. The mission continues, but you'll have full briefings on security protocols, and we'll need to study this connection between us. It could be significant. Could change everything we understand about consciousness, about connection, if a human and a Tellurian can achieve neural synchronization. He moved closer, close enough that Lisa could see the flecks of gold in his brown eyes. I need you to trust me. Can you do that? Lisa reached out with her mind, carefully, testing the connection. It flowed both ways, she realized. If she concentrated, she could feel the edges of his thoughts, the genuine conviction beneath his words. No deception, no ulterior motive, just a fierce determination to keep her safe and a growing respect for her as both a scientist and a person. I can try, she said. The proximity alarm chimed softly. Kivin's thoughts sharpened instantly into tactical clarity. Unknown vessel, 40,000 kilometers, decelerating, no transponder signal. He moved to the console with fluid efficiency, his hands dancing across the holographic controls. Unscheduled approach might be nothing. Definitely not nothing. Consortium frigate configuration. Here we go. Lisa felt fear spike through their connection. Not his fear, but his fear for her. She made a decision. Tell me what to do, she said firmly. I'm not fragile, and if we're connected like this, we should use it. Kivin glanced at her, surprise flickering through his thoughts. Then slowly, he smiled. All right, partner. Let's see what a human Tellurian neural link can really do. She's extraordinary. I'm going to keep her safe, whatever it takes. As the unknown vessel drew closer and their minds synchronized into something greater than either alone, Lisa realized that this accidental connection had revealed more than Kivin's secrets. It had revealed the truth she'd been seeking in her research all along. Consciousness wasn't bound by biology or evolution. Connection was universal. And together they would prove it.